The courtroom felt unnaturally still. My sister sat across from me, her designer suit doing little to hide the tremor in her hands. 18 years had passed since that night, the night she left her newborn daughter on my doorstep whispering, "Just for one night, I need to think." She never came back. And now, after all those years, she was here, demanding her child, the girl I had raised as my own. Her lawyer spoke smoothly, his confidence born from not knowing the truth. He spoke of motherly instincts and forgiveness, of second chances and redemption. My sister's tears came right on cue, practiced, convincing. The judge finally turned to me and asked if I had anything to say. Without a word, I reached into my bag and placed a thick, sealed envelope before him. "This should explain everything," I said quietly. He opened it. As his eyes skimmed the first page, his expression faltered. The calm mass of professionalism melted into something colder, revulsion, disbelief. He turned to my sister and asked softly, "When were you planning to tell her?" Color drained from her face. She knew exactly what he meant. I remembered that night vividly. Rain poured hard against the windows. She had handed me the baby, her voice shaking, her heels clicking as she ran to her car. I waited for her return, a week, a month, but she never did. I raised that little girl. I was there for her first steps, her first heartbreak, her first word, "Mama." She was my whole world. And when she turned 16, I began to see the shadow in her eyes, the unspoken questions about where she came from. 2 years later, my sister appeared again, clean, composed, as though she hadn't missed nearly 2 decades. She wanted to reconnect, she said. I allowed her visits, but I noticed something off in her gaze. It wasn't love, it was possession. Then came the custody papers. Her argument was simple. A child belongs with her mother. But she didn't understand, not the way she thought. For nights, I couldn't sleep. I replayed that night 18 years ago over and over, wondering why she had been so desperate to leave her baby behind. I went through old boxes in the attic, hospital files, faded photos, and a letter she had written to a man but never sent. I didn't recognize the man's name, but when I saw the attending doctor on the birth certificate, my heart froze. Dr. Evan Mercer, my husband. The dates fit too perfectly. The baby born 6 months before their wedding. The sudden distance. The guilt in his eyes I never understood. The truth hit like poison. The child I had loved and raised wasn't my niece. She was my husband's daughter, my sister's child. I didn't confront her immediately. I needed proof. Proof that couldn't be twisted by her lies. I gathered DNA samples quietly from toothbrushes and hairbrushes. When the results arrived, the numbers blurred before my eyes. 99.9% matched to my late husband. Every memory replayed differently then. The way he smiled at her, the warmth in his eyes. It hadn't been fatherly pride. It was guilt. He died before I ever learned the truth. Maybe that was his mercy. But my sister was still alive, and she wanted to rewrite the past. So I wrote my own ending. The morning of the hearing, I packed everything. The DNA report, the letter, the birth certificate. Evidence that couldn't be denied. When I gave the envelope to the judge, I didn't look at her. Her lawyer kept talking until the judge raised a hand to stop him. "Mrs. Hayes," he said to my sister, "you are petitioning for custody of your daughter's half-sister. The child's biological mother is you." Her mouth fell open, her body trembling. The courtroom was silent enough to hear the papers shift as the judge set the envelope aside. She looked at me with eyes full of horror and rage. "You ruined me," she whispered. I met her gaze, calm and steady. "No, you did that yourself. My daughter doesn't know everything yet. She only knows that the woman who abandoned her once tried to take her away. When the time comes, I'll tell her the truth, not to wound her, but to free her. Right now, she's outside laughing with her friends, untouched by our past. I sit by the window, the envelope beside me, 18 years of buried pain sealed inside. Some truths don't destroy, they cleanse. I once thought love meant sacrifice. Now I understand it means protection. And when I look in a mirror, I finally see the woman I was always meant to be, one who isn't afraid to hold on to what's hers.